Hey everyone, welcome to your bonus Planet Parade Tarot reading beginning January 21st, 2025 through February 21st, 2025. Stargazers will be in for a real treat as Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, Neptune, Venus, and Saturn will align in a stunning parade. Regardless of where you are in the world, you will be able to see the majority of these planets. However, to see the full scope of them, you will need high-powered binoculars or a telescope. I've already seen them. I use an app on my phone. It's free, it's easy, regardless of the type of mobile phone you have. You can simply point it to the sky and it'll tell you exactly what it is. So be sure to look for that app within your phone. I think the one I'm using is Skyview, but there are a number of them out there and most of them are free, but truly a site for all of us. I've set no intentions of this reading except that it is for you and that it should align with either your sun, moon, or rising placement. So if you're not sure what your placements are, in the description box below and in the pinned comment will be a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Take a look at that and just come back to the channel and watch the video or videos that you choose to watch. Keep in mind, it is a collective general reading, not individualized or personalized to you, and therefore messages may come through today that don't fully resonate. And if that happens, please don't get upset. It just means that that one particular message is intended for someone else of your sign or your sign's placement. I want to apologize for getting the next half of these readings released. I've had a lot of issues here. As most of you know, I live in a very old 1860 Victorian home. I've only been renovating it for the past couple of years since I moved in here after my separation, my divorce. It's a challenging home. It's a beautiful home, but it's a challenging one. And with the deep below zero temperatures I've had to contend with frozen water lines, busted water lines, repair, maintenance. It's been a struggle this week without water. And then, as we're fixing one leak, another leak is discovered and it's been chaotic. As of today, I still don't have hot water, but we're slowly making our way to repairing everything. By the grace of God, I've had some people have allowed me to shower in their homes, so I'm fresh. I love being back at my table. The house is warm. The repairs are slowly being made, and so I want to thank all of you for your very kind words and prayers at this time. Without further ado, let's just get to your reading. Hello, Capricorn. This planet parade will highlight for you friendships and partnerships. So during this 30-day period, you may find socializing will be more of importance to you. During this 30-day period, you may find that you have this urge or this nudge within you to want to move closer to your personal or professional goals, maybe even socializing and working with others to identify and meet those goals. So let's see what the oracle cards have for you, my darling, and then we will get into tarot. Your first card out, we have Detox, repairing the body, mind, and spirit. Love that for you. Your second card out we have is Be Real, full moon in Aquarius. We're having a new moon in Aquarius within a week's time. And then we have Communicate, talk to the moon. Remember what I said? Some of you may be socializing with another individual or other individuals to either identify personal and professional goals or to meet them. This is card number 39, so maybe the numbers 3, 9, 39, maybe possibly even 93 are relevant to you. But, Cappy, I feel like for some of you, you haven't been taking good care of yourselves. Please don't get mad at me. I feel like for some of you, again, it's not every Capricorn or every Capricorn placement, but some of you have been investing a lot of pentacle energy, time, money, love, resources, etc. into other people and other endeavors. I feel like there's a little bit of a break here for you in the 30-day period. Getting real with yourself here with this full moon in Aquarius and deciding to repair yourself, taking some time to nurture yourself. To kind of detox and decompress. I feel like if you're able to do this pretty early on in this 4-week period, that sort of will opens the gateway for you to move closer to your personal and professional goals. So I kind of feel like for some of you, it's maybe the first 11 days here, first 11, 12 days, something like that. of this 30-day period, kind of invested in you, repairing yourself, your body, your mind, your spirit, taking better care of yourself, doing things that nurture your soul, that make you feel good about yourself again. I feel like that's what opens up the gateway here for you to be able to foster these new personal or professional goals that you have for yourself. Tell me more about Me Talks, Be Real, and Communicate for the Capricorn Collective. And we're going to start off with the Me Talks card. It's possible the number 12 is relevant to you also. Tell me more about Me Talks here for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What do they need to know about Me Talks? One more shuffle. Thank you. Me Talks is being clarified by the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Queen of Cups. Yep, that's exactly what I felt. I'll get into your messages in a second. Let me get the rest of your cards out. Tell me more about Be Real here for Capricorn. I was almost going to say Cancer, so I don't know if some of you are dealing with a Cancer. That's just a sidebar note for someone watching. Tell me more about Be Real here for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. One more shuffle. Thank you. Be Real is being clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the World, and then the Ten of Swords. Oof. Communicate. Tell me more about Communicate for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What do they need to know about Communicate? One more shuffle. Thank you. Communicate is being clarified by the Three of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Queen of Wands. Bottom of the deck, I have the Hierophant to the Strength card to the Chariot. That's followed by Justice, Seven of Pentacles, and Death to the Magician at the bottom of the deck. I really do feel that before you move forward with your whatever plans you have personally or professionally, I kind of feel like this reading is a little bit of a warning for someone watching. I feel like there's a need here for you to take inspired action to invest in yourself. I feel like this is a new, or you have the opportunity here to have a new cycle in your life where you're putting yourself first, really taking care of yourself. Some of you, and I can't get too much into a health reading here because it's against the law in my state actually, to utilize tarot to read health. So what I can say in a way where I can get away with it, generally speaking, some of you really need to focus on your health. You kind of been putting your health on the back burner. And in that respect, there's a need here for you to take inspired, consistent action to Queen of Cups, really invest in yourself. Because the Queen of Cups is a very nurturing queen, but I say she, there's a woman on the card, could be a king, I could be speaking to a masculine, doesn't matter what your gender is. I don't read gender, I don't read body parts. But this is a person who's really focused on themselves. This is the person on the plane that when there's an issue, they're smart enough to put the oxygen mask on themselves because they know that saving themselves enables them to save everyone else on the plane. There's a need here for you to be real with yourself during this 30-day period. And for some of you, this is health focused. So if you've been wanting to get on a diet or wanting to address maybe you're pre-diabetic or, again, whatever health-related issues you have or a new diet regimen you want to start, a new exercise regimen, there's something here where it's time for you to repair the body, mind, and spirit. It's really time for you to focus on the benefits of taking care of yourself. Now, for some of you, this could be financial. You know, it doesn't have to be health related, but it definitely is you related. It definitely is you related. And I feel like this planetary parade highlights friendships and partnerships in the respect. And for you, it highlights friendships and partnerships, but it's more like I can't keep moving forward, giving 150% to everything and everyone around me. And at the end of the day, I'm depleted. I'm not eating right. I'm gaining weight. I have more aches and pains because I'm always on the go, go, go doing for others. There's a need here for you to be real with yourself that if you don't put this oxygen mask on yourself first, you're not going to be able to help people who actually need you in the future. And it's near future. So there's definitely a need here for you to take care of yourself. Could be financially as well. This would be a warning for you to stop financially investing again in people, places, and things that leave you financially depleted. It's almost like I can't tell you what this is for you. I can only tell you the benefits of addressing it, because the Ten of Pentacles here, so the Be Real card is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles, the Five of Swords, the World card, and the Ten of Swords. There's a need here for you to put an end to overdoing it for everyone else, and not investing in yourself. You know, the Ten of Pentacles card in this deck is so different. If you look at it, it almost looks like there's 4 people in the card, but you'd be hard pressed to see it. It's almost like all these people are on this person's back. They're on their back for pentacle energy, time, money, love, resources, etc., etc. And I feel like it's weighing you down, or has been affecting you financially or emotionally or psychologically. It could be affecting your work. For others of you, it's literally affecting your health. There's a need here for you to be real and take a time out and end this. You can love your job without putting in 70 hours a week and nearly killing yourself over it. You know, you can love your family and you can love your friends and you can love your community without putting so much of yourself into it that you feel completely depleted at the end of the day. It's like you're over-giving. And I don't know why. Maybe you're just a giver by nature. I could be talking to a group of Capricornians where by nature you're an overgiver, but your overgiving nature, as loving as it is costing you. Five of Swords to the Ten of Swords. Some of you emotionally, some of you financially, and some of you physically. Again, you're not eating right, you're not sleeping right, you've got some unhealthy habits. And again, it's because, well, I don't have time to eat right. I don't have time to exercise. You've made everything and everyone else in your life the primary focus of your pentacle energy, that there's none left for you at the end of the day. Like at the end of the day, look at the World card, he's sleeping. So you're just like, by the end of the day, you're exhausted because you've given so much to everything and everyone else. There's a need here for you to communicate to whomever or whatever this is, that you just can't do things the way you used to do them. So I'll give you a really basic example. I could be speaking to a Capricorn where maybe you've been gaining a lot of weight. You really love your person's cooking. They're a fabulous cook. This is not a jab to their cooking, but you're gaining a lot of weight. Maybe you're eating too, they're cooking a lot and the food is so good and you're eating a lot of portions, right? And you don't want to say anything to them because you don't want to make them feel bad, but you're eating so much, like, in high volume or larger portions is actually creating a weight issue for you. This is just an example. Don't take offense. I'm not saying anything about your weight. It's just an example. There would be a need here for you to communicate to this person, honey, I love your cooking, but I want to be a little bit more health focused in this next cycle of my life. Could be calendar cycle as well, right? For some of you with that Wheel of Fortune, we just started a new year 3.5 weeks ago. Could be something like that. Honey, I really love your cooking, but from moving forward, I'm going to eat a little bit less. And I don't want you to take offense. It's not that I suddenly don't like your cooking or that there's any issue with what you're preparing, but I need to, Queen of Wands, take inspired action to take care of me. The Queen of Wands is an energy of an individual. They look good, they smell good, they feel good. They watch what they're consuming, they watch what they're intaking in their body. Could be something like that. Whatever it is, there's a need here for you to communicate to that person. Let's say I'm speaking to a Capricorn where you go out every Friday night and you smoke 2 or 3 cigars and you're drinking bourbon with the girls and the boys. I don't know what the genders are, but there would be a need here for you to communicate and say, look, I can't hang out with you guys or gals every Friday night and smoke 3 cigars. It's really not good for my health. I can come out once or twice a month and smoke 1 cigar, but I really want to take better care of myself. Or I can't go out every Friday night drinking because I want to start taking better care of myself. I want to detox myself. This could be you at work saying, I really love the job I do and I appreciate the opportunity to have this job, but I really can't do 72 hours of work a week. I'm neglecting my family. I'm neglecting my home, my responsibilities, my pets. Is there a way that I can have better working hours? I think you get what you want and you get the desired result you want. And I do think your friendships and partnerships, whether they're platonic, romantic, professional,
I think they're in for it. I don't see any issues with them. But there's a need here, whatever it is that you need to confront, there's a need here for you to communicate to that person that nothing against you, but I've thought about this a long time. I don't want to fight with you about it, Five of Wands, but I need to start taking better care of me. And again, you know, for all I know, this could be, I could be speaking to a Capricorn where you bleed out a lot of money to your family, but it's time for you to focus on your future and your retirement and your bills that you need to be paid. And so it could be a need here to sit down with family and say, look, if you end up in a real pinch, you know, the electricity is about to be shut off or the car breaks down, you don't have money, I'll be there to help you, but I'm not going to just continually spend all my pentacles maintaining your lifestyle, and I'm getting up there in age, and who the hell's going to take care of me financially if I'm investing all my money taking care of you and you're blowing all your money having a great time, you know? So again, you'll have to identify what it is and how it's been affecting you, and then only you can prevent forest fires. No, only you can make the active decision to say, I need to do things differently and take care of myself. And that means I have to communicate to this person or these people that moving forward, things have to be done a little bit differently. And it's no offense to them. There's no judgment being passed on them. But I need to be more balanced financially, emotionally, spiritually, etc. I like this for you. It's a very empowered Capricorn. It's also, you know, Pluto coming out of Capricorn where it's been for the last 19 years and moving into Aquarius where it'll be for approximately the next 20 years or so. I think this might be a change of pace for you to suddenly see how friendships and partnerships and, you know, these other connections in your life have maybe have been affecting you negatively. So maybe the people on the other end of the communication, you know, maybe the spouse that cooks for you every night might feel a little like, oh, is there something wrong with my cooking? But again, I think if you take a gentle approach and you explain, well, I'm putting my health first, I think they get it. And, you know, if you're bleeding out money, taking care of, you know, relatives or friends, there's a need here for you to say, look, I love you. And if you're in a super pinch that you can't get out of, I'm always going to be there for you to the best of my ability. But I can't bankroll your lifestyle while bankrupting my own. And I think there's a way here for you to do it. And same thing if this is with work or family or whatever. The Hierophant to the Strength to the Chariot. If you're able to identify what the issue is, identify what it is you need to fix and how you're going to fix it or address it, and you stand firm on that. The Hierophant is an energy of an individual. They're unmovable and unshakable. Once I make up my mind on this, this is also Taurus energy, which is your sister sign. It's another earth sign. So it's like, once I make up my mind on this, I'm going to put myself first. Doesn't mean you come last. It just means my health or my money or my future, or my whatever needs to come first. And you hold resolute on that. You're strong with that. There's victory. The Chariot. So again, it's identifying what the issue has been, how it's been affecting you, deciding to do things differently, communicating that to the people or person, people, whatever. You kind of been allowing, I got to be honest with you kind of been allowing this to inflict harm on you. Like, you don't say no to the kid that asks for money. You don't say no to your boss every time they're like, hey, it's 5 o'clock, but can you stay another 3 hours? And you're always like, yes, 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 here's the money. Yes, I can spend more time. Yes, I'll eat the third portion of food just not to make you feel bad. Yes, I'll go out drinking with the guys again. And yes, I'll overspend going shopping with the girls again. If you can identify it, I almost want to say identify the perpetrator, but you kind of been perpetrating this on yourself by allowing it. But I digress. If you can just identify it and decide, I'm going to do things differently, and then communicate it and hold firm. So when the spouse says, you sure you don't want that second or third helping? And you're like, nope, going to put my health first. And that job says, you sure you don't want to work on Saturday and Sunday? And you're like, nope, I'm sure I've got plans with the family, or I'm going to work on my house, or like whatever it is for you. Once you stand up for yourself, you're very resolute. You don't have to be rude, but you're very resolute. That's your victory. That's your success. That's how you can move forward. And I think everybody here moves forward eventually on the same path, become very supportive of you, because when you're balanced, Justice card, everyone and everything else that you're in contact with will become better balanced too. So there's just a need here for you, Seven of Pentacle energy, to decide you're going to invest in yourself, even if it makes someone else feel bad. It's time you put you first. The Death card to the Magician. That's how you transform your life and the connections around you. And the Magician, when you're in a space where you want to address something, but you don't know how, and you don't know why, and you don't want to make people feel bad, the Magician card is saying you have all the aces. You can identify this problem. You can identify a solution. You have the ability to communicate the problem and the solution to the person or people that this may be affecting, this change of life or rebirth, the way you're going to do things will be. And there's success here. You know, you have to remember the Magician holds all the aces. So you have everything you need to identify, problem solve, communicate, and then move forward with inspired action. And I think it's very transformative for yourself. And again, whatever other people or places or things that this will be affecting, I think there's all around success and victory here. But no one's going to raise their hand and say, you know what, Capricorn, you've been doing so much. Or you've been eating too much of my food, you got to watch your weight. Or Mom, Dad, you've been spending too much money on me. You know, no one's going to do that. By nature, people are takers. I hate to say that, but it's the world we live in. So this is your 30-day period to assess your friendships and partnerships. How have they been negatively impacting you? Identifying it. Finding your own way on how to resolve it so you can focus on you. Communicating that clearly and holding firm to it is victory all around. And this planetary alignment will aid you with that. Those 6 planets, Mars taking action, Jupiter seeing the bigger picture. Jupiter currently is in Gemini. Uranus, Neptune, Venus, you know, Saturn, all of these planets play a very important role for all of us. So when you have all 6 lined up, this definitely gives you everything you need to be successful at changing this for yourself and communicating those changes with the people around you. And again, I think it's victory all around. Because, you know, someone who loves you wants you to succeed. They want you to do well. So I think you end up with a really good like support group. I do think these people end up supporting you with whatever changes it is you want to make. Let's get 3 cards of advice and then we'll close out your reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Advice for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please and thank you. 9 of Pentacles. I just love her. Whether you're masculine or feminine, this is an individual who can take care of themselves emotionally, physically, spiritually, financially, etc., etc., etc. They put themselves first. Do they want other people in their life? Yep, but they don't need them. This is the individual who puts the mask on themselves on that plane that's a little shaky and turbulent before they help out anyone else. And I just love that that card was the first card that came out and it fell out all on its own. Followed by the 9 of Cups. You have 9 to the 9. 9 of Cups is all about wish fulfillment, but it's also about taking care of yourself. The 9 of Pentacles and 9 of Cups are 2 of the most singular energies in the minor arcana portion of tarot. Tarot split into 2. The major arcana cards and the minor arcana cards. These are the most independent. Taking care of yourself financially and emotionally. And the King of Cups to the Queen of Cups. Self-love. Being very balanced emotionally and putting yourself first. 7 of Wands. And whatever choices or changes these are that you're making, defend them. You don't have to do it in a ruthless way and fight with people about it. But there's, again, that Hierophant to the 7 of Wands. I'm drawing a line of sand. This is all I'm going to eat. This is all I'm going to spend. This is all I'm going to give because I have to put myself first. I like this for you a lot. If you're able to do this, again, I see victory across the board. I feel for a lot of you, this is more health leaning, but take it how it resonates to you. Could be financial as well. Whatever it is, there's a need here for you to look at Pentacle energy, time, love, money, etc., etc. See what's not working. Assess how you can make it work. Detox, take care of yourself. Detox the negative things that you have been contending with. Communicate that efficiently and clearly. And again, I think there's success around the right across the board for you. So That's what I have for you, my darling. That is your bonus Planet Parade Tarot reading. If you like this message and it resonates with you, or maybe you just want to claim all or part of it, perhaps you found it to be hopeful or even inspiring, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.